Welcome to another tutorial by noesisinteractive.com. The purpose of this tutorial will be to give an introduction to FGDs and how they work within Hammer. The first step is to download the FGD from the internet. Then we will look at the changelog and see what new changes have been made to the FGD. After that, we will install the FGD into Hammer and see some of the changes in action. FGDs are important because they update Hammer and allow it to maximize its functionality. So FGD stands for Forge Game Data, and it is the file extension for Hammer's game definition files. They define the entities within Hammer, the properties of the entities, the help text associated with the entities, and the appearance of the entities in the editor. One important point to remember is that an FGD is only a reference to the actual entities which allow you to access them and their attributes from within Hammer. You can't create or modify entities by editing an FGD file. An FGD is only a list of entities supported by the game. Creating entirely new entities is much more complex since it requires not only editing the FGD script, but programming the entity itself and compiling it into your game. Okay, so let's get started. First step is to download our FGD file off the internet. So open your web browser, and we're going to go to editlife.net. EditLife is a great resource for modders. They even update and keep their own set of FGDs that can be downloaded and used by the source community. So here we see we have a list of our custom FGDs as well as a link on the right. We'll click on that. And we have some more information about FGDs, the FGDs files themselves, and installation instructions. So we see we have Counter-Strike, Half-Life 2, Half-Life 2 Deathmatch, Day of Defeat, Dystopia, and FGDs for Valve games, which includes all of them. We want the Half-Life 2 FGD, and we will open it. And there it is. And now we need to make sure we put it in the right folder, and the path is right here for that. So we will extract to C drive, program files, go down to Steam, Steam apps, our username, which is Noesis07, source SDK, bin, and OK. Now I'll go check to make sure it's there. So following that same path, program files, Steam, Steam apps, username, source SDK, bin, and here it is right here, HL2RAE108B. See, it's an FGD file. So now we'll open it with a text editor program and take a look at the file itself. So it's a basic script format. Here at the beginning we have all the changes which were made, and there's an easier to read format on the web we'll look at in just a second. And then you can actually get into the code itself, and as you can see, it's pretty big. So close this. Go back to the website and check out the FGD changelog. If you go down to this bottom line, it says the log of changes made to these FGDs is really quite long and droning. View it on a separate page here. That's what we want. Here's the changelog, which basically lists all the changes that have been made. At the top is the most recent list of changes under HL2 1.0.8. If you're watching this tutorial, you've probably never upgraded your FGD file, and that means that all the changes listed in the changelog would be relevant to you. Let's open up Hammer and look at these changes a little bit closer. Make sure that the current game selected is Half-Life 2. Okay, let's go up to Tools, Options, And you can see in the second box we have game data files. It's a directory to an FGD. This is the old FGD file. We have not installed the new one yet. So we'll hit OK. Going back to the change log, we can see the first change is remove the following non-functional entities. For some reason or another, these are entities that were incorrectly set up or referenced in Hammer, or possibly even removed from the game entirely before its release or during an update. So these entities should still be in this FGD file. Go over to Entities. First one, we have Environment Rotor Wash. We go up here, down to Environment Rotor Wash. We find it right here. If we add this entity to our scene, it most likely won't appear in the game. Some entities may even cause unforeseen problems when compiling or playing. The next one, Info Teleporter Countdown. If we go into our entity list, we will find it. Info Teleporter Countdown. So that change was made to take out bad entities. Let's look at another one. This one here added 3 new flags to Environment Blood. Go back into Hammer, under the Entities Objects. We have Environment Blood, and we'll actually create the entity. Enter to make it, and Alt-Enter to open the object properties. Under the Flags tab, we see there's 4 flags there, so in the next upgraded version we would expect to find 3 more. So that change was made to improve upon an existing entity. Let's look at another change where we're going to add completely new ones. We had added function, Fizzbox multiplayer, and Spark shower. If we go into Hammer, we shouldn't be able to find these because they're not in there yet. We'll go to Entities, and the other way to search, we can just type it. Function fish pool, but if we look for Fizzbox, it's not in there. As well as if we look for Spark shower, not there.